Welcome to VJ for Sports. Another shocking news coming in today. Indian captain Virat Kohli is ready to put down his T20 captainship and hand it over to another person and still will be part of the T20 campaign though. But it comes as a shocker given that Virat Kohli has been the captain of Indian T20 team from the year 2017. He's been one of our successful captain in that format as well. He is still going to be playing this particular World Cup. After this World Cup is when he's going to resign from his captaincy. Having said that, there are a lot of questions looming around this particular issue. Who is going to be India's next captain? Who is going to be India's next coach after Ravi Sastry is planning to step down after the World Cup? So there are so many questions that we do not know answer to at this point in time. But it's still exciting times. There is a transition that is probably going to take place in Indian cricket, and we're all excited to see how far it is going to be successful. Having said that, the couple of options that we have at this point in time would be KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma. You might wonder why I'm talking about KL Rahul at this point in time, but then when I see the Indian T20 squad, the immediate person who comes to my mind who's got a bit of experience and who has that capability to be a captain material is KL Rahul. The other players who are in that squad, ranging from Manish Pandey to Shreyas Iyer, Rishabh Pant, they're pretty much new to the T20 picture, and they wouldn't be ready to take up the mantle at this point in time. And that is why my options here would be KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma. Not just me, a lot of experts as well are counting on these two people, and they have shared views amongst who is going to be the next captain. Before we talk about the next captain, let us just once go through the records of Virat Kohli as a T20 captain for India. So he is been T20 captain from the year 2017, like I mentioned already. And apart from that, he's got a very good win record playing against teams around the world. He has won 27 out of the 45 matches he's played as a captain and lost 14 games. That's not a bad record, of course. And he is one such captain who has impressed in away games as well. So he scored more than 3,000 runs at an impressive average of 52.65. He's not yet scored an international T20 century, but all that is still fine. When we talk about the captaincy record, it's important to see the win-loss ratio, which has been pretty good for Virat Kohli. He's won 27 games and lost 14. Now, coming to the next question, why did he actually resign from his captainship? The immediate answer that comes to my mind is probably the pressure of handling all three formats. We all know that except for India, almost no other top countries has this three format captain. The same captain for all the three formats. They've got different captains for each of the format, ranging from England, who's got Ian Morgan for captaining one days and T20, while Joe Root handles the Test captaincy, and Australia having different captains with Tim Payne. Yeah, Tim Payne handling Test format, while the one day and T20 format is handled by Aaron Finch. So when top sides have this sort of split captaincy, it does make sense for the Indian board also to consider the same. And that could be the reason. And as well, Virat Kohli could get a good rest at that point in time when T20s are being played, because he doesn't become a mandatory player if he's not the captain of the team to play in a T20 game. And we've seen in the past as well, he has been someone who is quite reluctant. I wouldn't, so reluctant is not the right word, but then he tends to take some rest during T20 games while Rohit Sharma captains the T20 squad. So that's been quite visible in the last few years. And that could be the reason. That's the first reason that comes to my mind. But otherwise, I also think this is something that could have run in Virat Kohli's mind. His techniques seem to have a bit more been compromised because of playing the T20 format, attempting a few shots that he necessarily doesn't have to attempt if it is worse, if it is for a test game. So he might be thinking about T20 format and wondering, am I losing my techniques while I play this T20 game? And when I get to test match format, am I not performing at my best? So that could be another reason as well. But whatever is running in Virat Kohli's mind, only he can know that. So I'm going to leave it at that. And that is Virat Kohli for you: 45 games, 27 wins, and 14 losses. A quite successful captain for India in this particular format. But moving on to the most important part. Now, who is going to be India's next captain? Rohit Sharma or KL Rahul? Experts are scattered in terms of their views, with a few experts calling for Rahul to be the next captain, while a few calls for Rohit to be the next captain. So when we talk about Rohit Sharma as a T20 captain, it's quite impressive record that he's had against any team, right? Firstly, let's talk about his international record. He's played 19 games as a T20 international captain, out of which he's won 15 of them. And he's just lost 4 of them, which makes the win percentage 78.94. Now, that's a quite impressive win percentage for a substitute captain. Winning 15 games out of 19 is an amazing record. And it's not that he has been a substitute captain most of the time, because no substitute captain gets to captain 19 games, right? So he's been that individual who is been constantly on the leadership mantle when it comes to T20 format. And his win percentage suggests that he's been successful on the international format as well. So, talking about Rohit Sharma's IPL captaincy, should I even talk about it? But then he's got 5 trophies. He's got 5 trophies with Mumbai Indians and Deccan Chargers, 5 IPL trophies, and he just did his double as well in the previous IPL when he won 2 championships back to back. So he becomes a natural choice when it comes to T20, right? His win percentage in IPL has also been successful. He's captained 123 games with 72 wins and 47 losses out of them, with 4 ties. But the win percentage accounts to 60.16. That's quite successful in a top tier league like IPL. Almost all of the stars in the world play in this particular game, and he's able to have the 60.16 percentage in this league. That's impressive. Hands down, that is impressive. So, does he become a natural choice for Indian cricket in the future as a T20 captain? Or do we go for KL Rahul? Now, talking about KL Rahul, his captaincy has not been that great. He's captained 18 T20 games, and most of it, I mean, all of it has been IPL, and he's won 6 out of it, and he's lost 10 out of them, which makes his win percentage close to 38.8 percentage. Now, that one is not an impressive record, but the reason why people talk about Rahul in this equation is because he can offer that long-term stint as a captain. We all know that Rohit, Kohli are in their 30s, and we could probably get 3 or 4 years out of them as a captain at the highest level. But then when it comes to Rahul, you get 3 more years extra as a captain. And India has been a country who relies on captain to be performing at their highest level for a long time. Taking from Azharuddin, Ganguly, Kohli now, Dhoni, every captain who's captained India from the year 96 or around the 90s period, they've been captains for a longer time than what we've seen before 90s, where captaincy used to be rotated between Sastri, Gavaskar, and Kapil Dev. So we've moved to a standard captainship format, and we've had in the past very good captains for the last 30 years. Now, having said that, is India going to be looking at KL Rahul, who's 27 years of age, and he could easily give another 7 years towards this T20 format, or Rohit Sharma, who's been historically a successful captain for India, is he going to take up the mantle? Please leave your choice in the comment section below. I will definitely look into every single comment that you guys leave and probably try and respond to all of them. But then answers are welcome. This is an open debate for the entire nation until the World Cup gets completed, after which the BCCI will go through a reshuffle in terms of the players that it's going to be playing and the captain that's going to be leading this country. Until next time, with further news, this is Vijay signing off. You guys have a great day ahead.